Once upon a time, in a quaint little farmhouse nestled in the heart of the countryside, lived a young turkey named Arthur. He was a handsome and vibrant bird with feathers of the deepest brown and a shiny snood. Arthur's home was filled with love, joy, and a close-knit human family that cared for him deeply. As autumn settled in and the leaves turned to shades of amber and gold, the delightful aroma of Thanksgiving preparations filled the air. The family, who cherished Arthur as a member of their household, began discussing their plans for the Thanksgiving feast. However, as the days passed and the talk of the upcoming dinner grew louder, Arthur couldn't help but overhear hushed conversations. One day, as he roamed the farm, Arthur overheard the words that sent a shiver down his feathers. The family was talking about Thanksgiving, and it became painfully clear to him that he was the guest of honor for this traditional holiday meal. Terrified at the thought of being the centerpiece of the dinner table, Arthur decided he had to flee. He loved his human family dearly, but the fear of becoming the main dish was too much to bear. On a crisp November morning, Arthur set off on a daring adventure. He didn't want to leave his family, but he knew he had no other choice. With a heavy heart and teary eyes, he spread his wings and took flight, leaving his cozy coop and the people who loved him behind. The world outside was vast and unknown, but Arthur had to make a break for it. Back at the farmhouse, the family soon realized that their beloved turkey had disappeared. Panic and sadness overcame them as they searched high and low for their dear Arthur. They knew he had fled out of fear, and their hearts ached at the thought of him out in the world all alone. Weeks turned into months, and the family refused to give up hope. They put up flyers around town, reached out to local animal shelters, and even enlisted the help of their neighbors to find Arthur. Their love for him was boundless, and they couldn't bear the idea of Thanksgiving without him. Meanwhile, Arthur was navigating the world outside the farm. He met other animals and made friends, but he missed his family terribly. He often wondered if they were still searching for him or if they had given up hope. Despite his longing, the fear of Thanksgiving kept him on the move. One day, as autumn gave way to winter, Arthur was foraging for food in a snowy forest when he heard a familiar voice calling his name. He turned around and couldn't believe his eyes. There stood his human family, bundled up against the cold, their faces filled with relief and joy. Arthur rushed to them, flapping his wings and gobbling with delight. He realized that they had never stopped looking for him, and the love in their eyes was as warm as a cozy fire on a winter's night. They had no intention of serving him as Thanksgiving dinner, they simply couldn't bear to part with their cherished turkey. With tears of happiness in their eyes, the family embraced Arthur and brought him back home. From that day forward, they decided to celebrate Thanksgiving in a new way, with a feast that didn't include their beloved turkey. They recognized that family and love were more important than tradition. Arthur's adventure had come full circle, and he was home once more, where he belonged. The farmhouse was filled with laughter and gratitude, as they celebrated Thanksgiving with a turkey who was cherished not as a meal, but as a cherished member of the family. And so, in that cozy farmhouse, love triumphed over tradition, and a young turkey named Arthur found his forever home, where he was truly loved and treasured.